today's class. In the last class, we started the first law of thermodynamics. The first law of thermodynamics, also called as law of conservation of energy, and work and heat mutually convertible. A system undergoes a thermodynamic cycle. The net heat supplied to the system is equal to net work done by the system. The internal energy is a property of system. When a system undergoes a cycle, net change in internal energy equal to 0. And a thermodynamic process, if it is considered, then the total heat supplied is equal to algebraic sum of internal energy and work done by the system. Okay, these things we derived or I explained in the last class. The next one, at last I derived the internal energy is property of system. And many interviews it is asked that what is the property given by first law of thermodynamics? That is internal energy, right? First law of thermodynamics to the closed systems or non-flow systems. Application of first law of thermodynamics to the closed systems or non-flow systems, right? Here, first one, we can consider different thermodynamic processes. One is constant volume process. Second one is constant pressure process. The third one is constant temperature process. And the fourth one is adiabatic process. And the fifth one is polytropic process. Okay, these 5 processes we can consider as closed system processes, and in the closed system there is no mass flow, only energy and work interactions across the boundary. Okay, by considering that, we will study these processes, or for these processes we will apply first law of thermodynamics and we will derive the respective equations, right? The constant volume process, also called as isochoric process, right? Next one, constant pressure process, also called as isobaric process. Next one, constant temperature process, also called as isothermal process. And adiabatic process, also called as isentropic process. And here in many textbooks and examinations also, the frictionless adiabatic process is also called as isentropic process. Okay, isentropic process, directly we can write like this, ISEN, isentropic process. Actually isoentropic process, right? Next, polytropic process, right? Okay, now we will see one by one, right? First one is constant volume process. Now for the constant volume process, consider a cylinder like this, right? And that cylinder is provided with a piston here or lid, and this lid is perfectly fixed with pins. The lid is not a movable lid. Okay, to arrest its movement perfectly, it is closed with pins, right? And inside the vessel or inside the chamber, here gas is present inside. Okay, and the initial volume of the gas, initial volume, that means V1. Okay, initial volume is equal to V1. Okay, initial pressure is equal to P1. Initial temperature. Okay, we need to consider PVT, initial temperature. That is equal to T1. V1, P1, T1. Okay, and it is having mass M. Okay, mass of the gas. Mass of the gas is equal to M. Now we are giving Q amount of heat energy. We are giving Q amount of heat energy to the gas. After receiving the heat energy, what happened? First, the internal energy of the gas that will goes on increasing. Okay, and the internal energy, when it is increased, it tends to apply the pressure over the piston as well as over the walls of the chamber, right? Now the chamber lid is tightly fixed. It is not able to move. Okay, therefore the internal energy increases and pressure also increases inside. Okay, but the motion of the lid, it is arrested, therefore the lid will not move from the initial position. That means the volume of gas which is present inside, that remains constant after supplying Q amount of heat energy also. Okay, that is the reason this process is called as constant volume process. Now you tell me the lid, it is not moving, it is fixed. When it is not moving, there is no displacement of the respective lid. Therefore, when displacement is equal to 0, then work done by the system is equal to 0, because work equal to integral PdV. Therefore, there is no change in volume. dV equal to 0. Therefore, work done equal to 0. Okay, and the total heat energy which is supplied to the system is utilized for increasing of its internal energy only. Now we will write the respective equations. Let Q is the heat supplied. Q is heat supplied. Then Q is equal to, according to the first law of thermodynamics, change in internal energy plus integral P dV. Okay, and dV equal to change in volume equal to 0. Therefore, the Q equal to delta U. That means in the constant volume process, whatever be the heat energy supplied is utilized for increasing of its internal energy. One more thing we can write. Q, how we can write? Q equal to mass into specific heat into change in temperature, initial temperature T1 and final temperature T2. Final temperature equal to T2. Therefore, T2 minus T1. This is total heat supplied, MC. And here, the specific heat, your volume remains constant. Therefore, we can write MCV into T2 minus T1. That is equal to delta U. Okay? That means total heat energy supplied, that is equal to MCV delta T, that is equal to change in internal energy. Okay. In constant volume process, heat supplied Q is equal to MCV T2 minus T1. This is the first equation. Right. Change in internal energy delta U also equal to MCV T2 minus T1. Okay, that is equal to Q. Right. Next one, W, work done, is equal to integral P dV, where dV equal to 0, integral P dV equal to 0, since dV equal to 0. Right? Represent the constant volume process on PV diagram. Right? Now, consider this is P and this is V. Okay? Pressure versus volume. Okay, here volume is remains constant. Okay? And V1. And after that also, after giving some heat energy also, this is the same, V1 equal to V2, right? V1 equal to V2, right? Next one, this is P1 and this is P2, okay? P1 and P2, pressure increases P1 to P2, okay? And student need to remember the area under PV diagram gives us work done. Here it is a vertical line, okay, here to here. This is the process and this is the extension line. Just you can write thin line, right? This is area under this vertical line, nothing. That is the reason W equal to 0. Okay, mathematically we can represent like this, right? The student need to remember this diagram, next PV diagram and these three equations, right? In the constant volume process, what is the governing equation? Volume equal to constant. Okay, just recall, volume if it is a constant, from the gas equation, P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. Okay, and if volume is constant, P1 by P2 equal to T1 by T2. Okay, this is Gay-Lussac's law. Okay, we can use this equation also while doing the problems related to constant volume process. T1 by P2 equal to T1 by T2, where P1 is the initial pressure, T2 is the final pressure. T1 is the initial temperature, T2 is the final temperature, right?